Mercury and Libra, retrograde. Don't you want to stand? The maze is made. Starting in that cardinal ill sign. It's the air, so it's on your mind. It retrogrades back to its home. Exaltation for the dome. Back into Virgo. There I go. Understand. Revisit the ego. Communications, balance, and harmony. Do you have fairness and peace inside of thee? Check the poetry. You know how it be. This whole thing is off the top of the domes of thee. So of course I don't hesitate, I levitate. You know I need to elevate. The rhymes are great because they come from the E. I'm Virgo and Mercury with the poetry. Virgo season, what's the treason? Don't you understand? In Libra, what do you believe in? Are you just? Are you fair? Do you have balance with your savoir-faire? And communications are ill. Libras like to listen and then nice at the pill. Making that money and nice in the marketplace, negotiating contracts up in your face. They want the relationship and marriage, you see. They don't even like to go to the store alone, B. But they talk about love. And I soar like a dove. I'll give you the times and the dates. Don't hesitate. It's episode 80, great. And its knowledge is love. All the rhymes come from up above. Yeah. Knowledge. What's up, y'all? Oh my goodness. It is fun and it's time. We're talking about episode 80 of my podcast. Your boy E has been putting in work. Knowledge is love. How y'all doing tonight? I'm here with my sidekick, Mateus.
Hi.
There he is. It's my Leo King, you know what I'm saying? And the truth is busy. He's doing his homework and stuff like that. So I wanted to come on a little early tonight. You know, it's a school night, busy with the boys and the familia, all that good stuff. And I want to announce, yes, we're talking about Libra and Mercury. It's in the description down below, and I linked my Mercury and Libra video. And we'll get into the retrograde cycle and all that good stuff. But Friday night, a little early, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I'll be rocking 45 minutes to an hour. I have a special guest, Miss Natalia Rose from Intergalactic Healing. She does Reiki and yoga and just is a beautiful young lady, very talented, very intuitive. I've seen her chart, so I'll tell you some places. She's no joke. You don't want to miss it. You know, I only bring you guys the best of the best. And this young lady, she's on her game. Aquarius moon, Aries sun, Libra rising. Are you ready for that? Miss Natalia Rose. Yeah, so check that out. And I'll, put in all her information so you can look her up on IG and check out her website and stuff. I'm very excited. I like to connect with people. And, if you got some stuff or whatever, you can email me and be like, hey, Eric, I'd love to be a guest on your show. But you got to be authentic. You got to be real. We got to vibe and you got to be able to bring it. Okay. Oh, and Miss Angela Rose, Human Design, is coming back September 28th. Yeah, we already booked it and scheduled it. She's going to be talking about goddess yoga, looking at human design in terms of relationships. So, I got stuff planned for y'all. So stay tuned, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Can you believe we're up to episode 80? I hope you guys are going good. We'll get to the chat in a minute. I see we got a couple of folks on. How y'all doing? But I'm going to let Tay read it in a minute. But let me just set the stage. So we're at Virgo season. We are going to be rocking. Sorry, I didn't check the chart. Or maybe I did. Maybe I think it's an Aquarius rising right now. I think it is. And I don't even know where the moon's at right now. You guys tell me in the chat. Is the moon in Scorpio or did it get to Sag already? I'm not sure. I haven't checked today. I think it might be the end of Scorpio, early Sag. I wasn't sure in terms of, I don't know if I looked that up today. But, that's how we're rocking, where we're at. But I will tell you this. this journey, this process, Mercury will go retrograde in Virgo September 9th. Okay. The whole cycle will go from the 9th until it stations direct, I think, October 1st or 2nd, depending on where you live. And then we'll go back into Libra, I think it's October 12th. Finishes Libra October 30th. So Mercury will be in Scorpio for Halloween. Woo! And the lunar and the eclipse coming up for the election. Oh, gosh, you guys, there's a lot of energy. You know, we got the sun with Mercury, Cazimi stage. We have, and just so you know, so it's going to go from 9 degrees Libra all the way back to 24 degrees Virgo. And then when it stations direct, it will go back. But on this process, you guys, and we'll talk about it. And you guys in the chat, let me know where your Libra's at and where your Virgo's at in your house. Tell me what house is your Libra, Mercury, and your Virgo. But it's going to go and it's going to be opposite Jupiter and Aries 3 times. I think September 3rd, September 12th, and I forgot the third time in October. Okay, so you're going to have that opposition. But then you're going to have the last 5 days of September and the first 2 weeks of October. Mercury and Virgo will trine Pluto and Capricorn. So we're going to have a lot of sort of transformative conversations, thoughts, feelings, secrets being revealed, you know, dealing with issues of power, sex, control, money. This is going to be an interesting time. Virgo brings the receipts about health, humanity. You'll see more releases from the CDC. And I don't know if you guys realize, you know, remember when I did that Mars, Uranus, North Node video? I was like kind of doing some research today, and then I was watching the Chris Brennan Astrology podcast, and he's dope. Shout out to him. But I didn't realize in August and during that time, so I knew about all the events like Kentucky and then, you know, the storms and the extreme weather. And I didn't realize 3 people died from lightning, that's Uranus, outside of DC. But there were 3 assassinations. I knew about the Afghanistan, the leader of Afghanistan, who was on the 12-year Jupiter cycle after 12 years after Osama bin Laden was killed. But then this right-wing conservative leader in Russia, they tried to kill him and blow up his car, but it was his daughter that died in the car. And then the ex-president or prime minister of Japan was also assassinated. So that's let me tell you, y'all, it's been intense. But we got to talk about some, you know, let's break down Mercury and Libra. And then when it gets, you know, retrograde, so don't sign any contracts between September 9th to, I'd probably say October 12th, you know, to be safe. You know, if you have to, you have to. Just be mindful when things are in retrograde, you're reanalyzing, reassessing, revisiting, and I'll explain that later on. But Tay, let's get to the chat. Let's see who's here, what's going on. I see it's busy. I'm excited to talk to you. How you doing?
Wet Logo said, what it do?
Wet Logo, I don't know them. Welcome, Wet Logo. Eric Taylor, nice to meet you. It's a pleasure. Wet Lobo. Maybe you came on once before. I'm not sure, but you could put your big 3 down in there, sun, moon, and rising. That will tell me especially if you put your rising sign, where your Virgo Libra's at. Western Tropical Astrologer, use the whole sign system. Y'all got to let go of this Placidus stuff. I've been trying to tell you. Okay, but go ahead.
What's it called? Janet Jones said spit.
Spit. Hey, Jada Jones. What's going on, the girl? Oh, spit. Yes, I was spitting them bars. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a new track that's going to be on my 3rd album. God told me to tell you. Probably my 3rd and final studio album. I'm going to start recording hopefully later in 2022, early 2023. And it'll either be released in 2023 or 2024. It just depends on how long it takes because I'm busy doing so many things. But it'll be fitting if it comes out during Pluto Aquarius. So that's either January 21st, 2024, or maybe between March and May of 2023. We'll see. But I want to take my time because what I'm going to drop for y'all is going to be absurd. Okay?
Let's see. Wet Lobo said the great teach.
Thank you. What's up?
Irene said,
Hey, Irene.
Yo.
And Irene, listen, I didn't forget about you. I'm going to still do that aspect video. I think you said Venus square Pluto. I was thinking about that today, and I said, I got to do that for Irene. I'll probably do Venus square Pluto and maybe even Venus square Saturn, leading up to Coffee Talk, which I hope you come to Saturday, you guys, September 17th. I will be teaching an astrology lesson on finding love and relationships in a birth chart, looking at Juno, Venus, Jupiter, 7th house, some twin flame energy in Vesta, maybe a little sexual attraction in Mars. But I'm gonna break it down like it ain't been broken, no joking, took a token to Hoboken. Y'all know about the PATH train going to Hoboken. I used to do a sketch comedy show in Hoboken, Video Bandits. We were trying to get on Comedy Central and VH1 back in the days. Didn't get picked up, but we did some really funny sketches, some talented people. Shout out to Rob Hunter.
Let's see. Danny said, what's up, everyone?
What up, D Nice? Kobe D Nice. Boom, boom.
Irene Max said, thanks for my Uranus video shout out.
Oh, I was wondering if you heard that. You didn't comment in the video. Okay, Irene, I'm glad, come on. Irene, I got mad love for you. That's why, you're starting to hurt my heart when you don't come to Coffee Talk. Because I know you would love it.
I was feeling super famous.
You are famous, girl. I already told you that. I ain't seen your chart yet, but from what you shared, come on, Irene. Come on, Irene. Bum, bum, bum. Go ahead.
Janet said, hey, guys.
Hola, mommy. Hola, mom. What's going on in Queens? What's up with Queensbridge? You seen Nasir? Nas? Shout out, rest of RIP to Prodigy. You seen Havoc? What's happening in Queens? Janet Jones. Go ahead.
Hope said hello.
Hey, Hope. Checking me out from work? Go ahead, girl. Love it. Thanks for the support.
Janet said Libra.
Libra what?
Libra.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Catch up. There's more.
Irene Max said, it's time to clear our body and energies.
Tay is back burping again. He only can I tell you, he only burps when he comes on here with me. I don't know, it's because he was chugging water. What's going on?
And have boundaries.
Well, yes, and it's also to kind of revisit some of those New Year's resolutions about our exercise and health, how we checking in with our self-love and our diet and our eating habits. This is a good time with Mercury retrograde to check in with the harmony, peace, fairness, and balance in relationships, right? Mercury and Libra opposing Jupiter and Aries. Are you focusing on the self-belief and philosophies, wisdom, higher learning, compared to the Mercury considering the other half, right? The Aries I am and Jupiter opposing Mercury and Libra, the other half. So that means like kind of speaking up in your relationships and saying, hey, I love you, but I need this. I want this, right? Let's have it fair and balanced. That's important. And then when retrograde is back into Virgo, we're going to have to, get back into self-analyzation. Not overly self-critical, but have the critical eye. Be detailed in terms of your plans for your wheat and medicine, your health, how you're taking care of yourself. And, anytime Mercury's in retrograde, it's a time, and this is actually a better Mercury retrograde. It happens 3-4 times a year, but this is one of the best ones. So take advantage of this energy because it's really nice going from Libra back to home, exaltation, and Virgo. You got that? Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. Janet said Libra 4th house.
Yeah.
Irene said, me too, Libra, fourth with Pluto, Saturn there.
Lord have mercy. Well, Irene, it's time to kind of get introspective, right? And clean up that emotional healing from relationships from mom, grandma, maybe some dreams from the ancestors. When you have Libra in the fourth house, you guys, sometimes it can be challenging because you were in a way trying to keep the peace, fairness, and balance in the home, but things were not bad. See, Libra is not just about balance. Usually it's an imbalance and you're trying to bring the balance back. So sometimes when you have Libra in the fourth house, it speaks to, not being heard, being the one that's always trying to keep the peace. If mom and dad are arguing or the siblings, you know what I mean? You're kind of like, you're the one over there trying to balance out the scales and juggle the emotions. But then what happens? You're not being nurtured and cared for as a child the way you're supposed to be. So now it's time to go back and revisit that and put the love and healing in there. Forgive mom and dad, but also sometimes have some tough conversations. Sometimes we got to be honest and, God willing, if your mom and dad are still alive, like, hey, I kind of hurt, you guys never really listened to me. No escuchen, never heard my voice, never, took in my input, especially Pluto Saturn there. There was some real transformation, some real control, power struggles, discipline. Although Libra and Saturn is exalted, so you really learned, you learned well in terms of like, having that solid foundation. And maybe there was a older parent or a grandparent involved in your life too, Irene. You know what I mean? You'd have to share and let me know, what you went through. It's a young Irene. Oh, sweet little girl. Okay.
Let's see. Hope said Libra fifth.
Okay, well, Hope, I think, this gets you into the whole thing with the
Hope said Libra fifth house, Mercury first house.
Yeah, so it's in a trine right there in terms of the transit, right? So, but it's very much. Oh, did you like that Mercury in the first house video? I'll be doing Mercury in the third house. I'll be coming up maybe this weekend. I'll probably record it tonight or tomorrow. But I got a bunch of videos coming. Top 5 midheaven placements. Black Moon Lilith in the fifth house. My Secrets of the Signs series. Told you all would get started with it. I started off, it's Virgo season, so I started off with Virgo. And you guys can vote when I put up the video or even here. Should I go in order from Virgo to Libra, or should I just bounce around? And what would you like to see next? You guys can, share and vote. But, I was thinking about doing Leo or Libra next, but, sometimes it's fun to go out of order because I do have an 11th house stellium. I can be a little bit, to the left, a little rebellious. I got a little rebellious spirit. But I'm a good guy. So, okay. What else? So Lobo, let me know your ascendant.
Lobo.
Okay, here we go.
Lobo said Cap, Sun, Stellium in the fifth house, Aries, Moon, Leo rising.
Leo rising, so Libra in the third house. So this retrograde is going from your third to your second. Leo rising. Lobo, you got the hair, you got the Leo eyebrows, the eyes, the cat look. Leo risings. Yeah, I respect that. Cap Sun. What's your stellium? I guess your generation. If you're younger, your stellium might be the sun. Do you have Neptune, Uranus there? Probably do, huh? Maybe a little Mercury. You got Sun, Mercury, Uranus, Neptune in your Cap house. What, Leo? So Aquarius. Your sixth house, so your daily routine. Oof. Oh my goodness. You could have a sudden fracture to your ankles. Achilles tendon injury. Strain your calf. Hope you've never broken your ankle, but that type of stuff can happen. Okay. And when you have the Capricorn in the 6th house, you always got to keep up on those teeth, right? The dentist. Make sure. Especially if you have Neptune there, that could lead to gum disease and issues with your teeth, root canal, all the types of stuff. So let me know, Lobo. I'm here. Go ahead. Oh, and you guys can just email me for any services, tailored2coaching@gmail.com. Crazy busy, working really hard right now, doing charts, coaching. It's exciting, and I love it. And I love connecting with you guys and working with you. So it's my honor. So y'all better come. You better be there for Coffee Talk, Saturday, September 17th, 1 p.m. Eastern over Zoom, 90 minutes, building community, and learn how to find the love in your chart. I'm talking about the real love, Mary J. Blige style.
Hope said my mom is Mercury and Libra. Lobo said,
well, I know mom has a lot of intense energy, but the Mercury and Libra, that might be a little bit nice. And they tend to be good listeners. You'll see my video on it. Mercury and Libra, they are the judge, jury, prosecution, and the defense in their own court of laws, which can be irritating. But they're good listeners, and they can plan some events, teaching, social work, wedding planning. I mean, Libra, Mercury, man. Good shoppers, too. Go ahead.
You got a lot. Okay. Lobo said Cap Sun 28th degree and Leo rising 29th degree. Janet said everything good.
Yeah, everything's good. Oh, I got a cortisone shot on my shoulder. Ooh, my shoulder feels good, just like the knees. I'm telling you, got the clean bill of health with the lungs. I'm getting back, y'all. I'm getting back to my grizzy. God is good, healing, and it's a good time. I need to do this, just because this is my 1-year anniversary, so things are going to be a little emotional. I'm thinking I might come on around the 20th, 21st, 22nd. Kind of, if I get it all set up on Restream, maybe I might show my mother's progress chart, because I was able to see in the progress chart her, passing away and stuff. So, but September 21st is the 1-year anniversary of my mother passing. Just went past when she went in the hospital August 27th. And then yesterday, August 29th, I went in the hospital. And then coming up September 6th, when I went to a coma. So I think the first year can be tough after losing a parent and then almost losing my own life. But I'll get past this hump and the emotions of it. And it's going to be Wu-Tang, blue and cream. God is good. But it's been a great help. Matthias will tell you. Meditating with my family every night and praying with Matthias and the Truth and Jack Attack and Wifey. It's been, right? You said you've been sleeping better?
Yep.
It's been really good. We get the sound bowl. We read Bible scriptures. We pray, meditate. It's a blessing. So, that's been a nice family routine and ritual. And I think it's really good for the boys. And it's a blessing. So, go ahead.
Everything good.
I'm trying to get to my acupuncture.
Janet said
my neck's been stiff. Go ahead.
Stefan the Jupiterian.
Stephen the Jupiterian.
Libra,
what's up, Stephen?
Libra 11th house.
Yeah. There's a good time for you to communicate with your social networks, groups, and organizations, and then assess, are these the right friends? Are the relationships balanced? And it goes back to your 10th house of Virgo, opposing all that, hitting your south node and opposing your north node. By the way, thank you for the comment. Hope you enjoyed that video, Stephen. Let me know. But, that's, I wrote in there, I think you can, even side hustle, side business, even do some teaching in the tarot cards at home. and eventually maybe have your online and home business. You're very spiritual, Stephen. So don't ever doubt yourself, brother. Okay. You know that. Okay. So, and you might have like some cool spiritual stuff in your home out there in Killer Cali, San Fran. Because when you have the North Node in the fourth house, you can be very different from how you are out in public. Your home could be like this cool, avant-garde, esoteric, like spiritual sanctuary. You got like some astrology stuff, you got some Buddhist stuff, some, this stuff, that stuff, some ancient artifacts, like freaking like candles everywhere, like your home could be dope, So that's what happens with having the Rahu North Node in the fourth house. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Janet said, I have North Node, Moon, and Venus in the fourth house. Mad Gaming said, what up, y'all? How is everything going?
What up, Mad Gaming? My Scorpio brothers are here. Yeah, you guys be holding it down for me. Mad Gaming and Danny, we're blood brothers. That's Scorpio rising. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. I think for us, energy is going to start to get easier for the fixed signs, especially when Saturn goes to Pisces, 2023 to 2026. The fixed signs will get a little bit of a break from that Saturn in Aquarius, and then that Mars going into Gemini. So the mutable signs are going to have to deal with some stuff for a minute, for the next 7 months. And then when Mars leaves Gemini and then goes into Cancer at the end of March, I think it's March 28th, 9th, 30th, March 25th, I believe, on my dad's birthday. Then you go, Mars into Cancer. That's Tay got that. But then you're going to get the week or two later, Saturn into Pisces. And I wonder what kind of discipline or structure, organizations, or restrictions may that bring to astrology and the Reiki and the light workers and metaphysics and the spiritual community. That's going to be fascinating. I think that's a hard one to predict. You can watch my Saturn and Pisces video, but that's it's a challenging energy. Limits, delays, fears, anxiety, restrictions. But what is Saturn asking us to do? Get disciplined and respond to your abilities, right? Get more into your rituals and practice. Meditate longer. Prayer closet longer. Work on being more empathetic to your fellow man and woman and compassionate. I think it could play out that way as well. So stay tuned. I told you, listen, we got a rocky road until 2027. Best believe that. Go ahead. We'll read some more and I'm going to get back to Mercury retrograde.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much. Lobo said, lol, you know it.
Yeah.
Lobo said, just bald though. He also said, had to change up my look.
Okay.
I'm a Cap Aquarius.
Oh, you're on that cusp.
And then he said,
mystery and imagination.
I tweaked my angle a couple weeks ago.
Oh, do I know my astrology or what?
My angle a couple.
Ankle. Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's feeling better. But that's what can happen. Right? When you got that in the sixth house, make sure you're taking care of your grill, your teeth. But even though you rock the baldy, you still will have that lioness. The ascendant is like the nose to the crown chakra. So I'm sure you got the the cat-like look with the with the eyes and the eyebrows. Even with the baldy, you can still see a Leo rising even with baldies. They've got this energy and this like the lion, the big feline. That's dope. But you've been going through it too. Aquarius is Saturn in your seventh house. There's been some stuff going on with your relationships, your contracts, your negotiations, hand, marketplace stuff.
Uzi said,
"What up, Uzi?
Condolences to you and your family."
Condolences.
Oh,
that's a big word. Yeah, that's like.
I tried spelling it out.
No, that's okay. You did a good job. Condolences. Just saying, shout out and prayers to Grandma, right? That's very nice. Thank you, Uzi.
Trina T said,
"Can I tell you, this guy, since he was 3, he was pushing his grandma around in the wheelchair. He was so good to his grandma. I'm very proud of him. He had a big heart. Little 3-year-old. He was holding it down for Grandma. Mm-hmm. She loved him to death too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tria T said, anyway, hello all.
Hey, Tria T, welcome. I'm Eric Taylor. Nice to meet you. Maybe you want to share your big 3, so I know you're ascendant. What house you got the Virgo Libra with this retrograde. So let me get back to something. We'll pause and read the comments. So understand though, when Mercury, on the 9th, will start to go retrograde, and then it will station direct on the 1st of October, 2nd if you're living in other parts of the country, the world, sorry. Like I think it's the 2nd, and I don't know, but so October 1st, 2nd, right? It's gonna go all the way back to 24 degrees. So it's going to be in a trine to Pluto in retrograde at 26 degrees. So you're having Mercury and Pluto in retrograde. What do you think that plays out? Look at your Virgo Capricorn axis, that trine. There is going to be analysis, precision, details, the critical eye around the transformation of the power structures and systems, government authority in this country. There's going to be some stuff that comes up. Wrapped around CDC, COVID, vaccines, wrapped around, I said the V word, I said it, wrapped around government, secret societies, maybe. Things are going to come up and get revealed because it's a trine. So what needs to, have a light shined on it? That's what I said. Virgo season is bringing the receipts, it's about truth. Virgo's about truth. That's why you think I named my firstborn the Truth. Right? William Truth Taylor. Come on, yo. Because there's nothing more important than the truth. You understand? So it's going to be, you guys will see. Just like you saw that stuff with the Mars Uranus North Node. Oh, and just like I told you, because of the water shortages and the droughts, my wifey put me up on this. Abali told me. They're having issues with the wheat and the different things that they feed the cows. So they're having to kill them earlier. And so it's dropping the prices because they can't, use all that water to have the cows get bigger and fatter and stronger. So they're having to kill them earlier. So meat prices are going down. But then what's going to happen? Then it will be oversaturated. And then it's going to be like climbing back up to absurd prices. So maybe this is the time for the next 3 weeks or whatever for you moo eaters, your cow eaters, right? Your beef, and I don't knock it. We eat a little bit. I'm mainly pescatarian, but when we feel it, my wife and I will have a steak or a burger, but like good quality, grass-fed meat. I don't eat no just junk. You don't want to go to the supermarket and get the cheapest meat. Now you do what you can. I don't judge anybody because you can afford what you can afford. But if you can splurge, you want to get the best quality of meat. You don't want to eat crappy meat. No bueno for the gut and the stomach. But also, you guys, remember, we're omnivores. It takes a long time to break down the meat in the intestines for your digestion. So you can't OD on meat and have it 7 days a week. That's too much. Because you just get weighed down. And if you eat bison compared to regular beef, bison, the gamier meat, like venison, the deer meat, and bison, those give you more energy. you feel like, oh, you know, not just eating like regular old meat. It makes you a little bit more like, you know. But remember, it takes a long time for your body to break it down and digest it. And you got to chew it a lot. You should be chewing, I don't know what the number is, like 30 chews or something. Like you got to, because you want the digestion process to be done in your mouth before it gets to the gut and the stomach. So you got to make sure you're chewing a lot, okay? But yeah, just understand that's going to play out. Just like I told you, yeah, go back, give your boy some love. Go back and see. I got receipts. So the Mars, Uranus, North Node, a lot of things I said in there, they played out and they just happening. Gun clapping and strapping in. The sudden events, the 3 people died in a lightning storm in DC, the flooding in Kentucky, the people that got caught, what was it, in Cuba or Mexico? The mine blew up or whatever, all that stuff. I told you that type of stuff's gonna happen. And then now the stuff with the meat. I know my stuff. And I see into the future. If you hear my first album that came out in like 06, but I wrote from like 98 on, your boy is like prophetic from 15, 20 years ahead of the future. I'll re-release it. It's not on iTunes anymore. I'm going to try to re-release maybe the first and second album. The only thing I have out there right now on Spotify is Our Love Still Grows by E Complete, featuring my oldest son Elijah and wifey Alana. But you guys can go check that out on Spotify. Plus, you know, my E Complete YouTube page. You can watch a lot of my music and hear my joints. But I'm going to go re-release it on iTunes so you guys can support your boy and purchase it. I've put up a couple of songs here. The Mean Bars joint, that was a new one. That was a freestyle off the top, one take. Bodied it. You know what I mean? They tried to leave this planet. I said, I am the microchip. You know, I got on the ship. They tried to leave this planet. So, go ahead.
Stefan said, love the video on the North Node and the 4th and South Node. Oh, I have a cool display with a crystal ball and candles.
See? Come on, Steven. You know I got you, bro. I'm glad you liked it, though. I you know what? I forgot a couple of nuggets in there that I wanted to say, but I didn't want to like go and then record like a little bit and then chop it up and edit and stick it in. I was just like, okay, it's good. It was meant to be what it was. But there are a couple other nuggets that I didn't drop in there. But, you know, you got some secrets, you know, from last time from Coffee Talk, right? The secrets, some little nuggets and secrets. And I'll put it on my community maybe tonight. But secrets of the North Node and the houses. You know, I know you and Janet and Hope got that. Because those little secrets that I was sharing with you guys on Coffee Talk, those are little nuggets that you're not going to find on most North Node videos. And, you know, even on Coffee Talk, it's knowledge is love, right? Because, you know, I like giving you guys the truth, you know, because I want you to rock with the map of your life and be able to understand these energies. Because when you understand them, then you are enlightened and awake. Doesn't mean that you can escape the astrology and that stuff isn't going to come your way. But what it does mean is that you know how to handle it. You're not blindsided, and you know how to take these hits, these cosmic hits, and you're like, and then you bounce back quicker. You're not like, oh my God, why me? None of that whiny cry, why me stuff. You're like, yeah, I just had Uranus in the 6th house, so, you know, I hurt my ankle, or Uranus in the 3rd house, you know, I just suddenly I had a sibling act a fool on me, and we got into whatever, you know, got Mars and Uranus in the 3rd house. You know, I was arguing with my mom, and I argued with my sibling, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know what I mean? That's what you guys got to do. You have to place it in your life. Work with the flow and energy of your chart. That's why astrological life coaching is so important. It's one of the services that I'm most proud of. Whether you do the 4 weeks for $375 or the 5 weeks for $425 with the live chart reading, it is really a blessing. Learn every aspect of your chart and master it. Become a Jedi, y'all. Those Star Wars movies are based in truth. You know that, right? That's real stuff. Go ahead.
Yuzi said March 2023 already looks crazy.
I know, Uzi. Let me tell you, you guys ever have free time or whatever, just like, you go to Cafe Astrology and put in dates or whatever, like, look when, the ingress of Pluto into Aquarius. And remember, it's 20 years, 2044 to 2044. But that little March to May and then retrograding, let me tell you something. Lord have mercy. That June to January of 2023, when we retrograde back into Pluto, it's only probably going to go, I think, to the 28th degree. It'll be 29, 28. Oh my God, the critical degrees. When I tell you this country is going to be going through some stuff's going to hit the fan. We'll see. I mean, that's when you might have the breakdown of the financial system, some stuff with the government election. Oh my God. And then the presidential election, November 2024, with Pluto in retrograde. Are you put a fire emoji if you feel me and you understand what's going to be going on and happening. Uzi, I know you know, and I'm sure hope but y'all sit there and plug in some dates in the future and look at the chart and be like, oh Lordy, Uranus in the Gemini, Pluto Aquarius, Neptune Aries. Watch my video on that. The war of self, I am, civil war, spiritual. I mean, it's going to be, we'll see. I always try to manifest the positive energy, but it's just going to be some challenging stuff in difficult times. Plus Saturn in Pisces, the 2026. And Saturn will conjunct Neptune in Pisces in probably 2025. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's going to be, I don't know the exact date of that conjunction, but Uzi, maybe you could look it up real quick, or I don't know, but that's Saturn, Neptune, and Pisces. Can you even imagine? Like, what could you fathom in your head?
Trina T said, so wait, I have a Leo moon and Leo rising.
Oh, moon in the first house, creativity. Oh my goodness, you could be very artistic, and everybody likes to come to you and share their business. That Leo moon, people be spilling their heart out to you like, oh my God, do you know Trina? And you're like, whoa, this is not Maury Povich, slow down. Like when you got the moon and the ascendant, but you embrace it. You're probably like a professional, nurturing, caring relationship coach, but you're probably very generous to people. Remember that Leo energy. Now the Leo rising is definitely, shining about the spotlight, but when you got the moon there, it kind of just, it's dramatic, dynamic, but when it's on the ascendant, people want to communicate with you, share with you. You know what I mean? So that in itself can be a blessing because you can use it for your benefit. But you could be very creative, artistically, musically, So let me know how that rocks with you. So that means your Libra is in the third house, and there's retrogrades going from your third to your second. So you're dealing with your self-efforts, your skills. You got to revisit social media back to your values and your self-love, self-worth, and your speech. But the boca, what are you eating? Make sure are you eating right? Money, power, respect. Are you living right? You know what I'm saying? You got to, I see the light, you got to really, work on that whole communications, Libra in the air house of Gemini, right? That and your escribe, your writing, back to your values and how you earn money. You might revisit and you might be like, you know what? I'm switching jobs. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm going to eat differently. I'm gonna, maybe I'll try this vegetarian thing. You don't have to go extreme to vegan, but maybe you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna drink a gallon of water a day. I'm gonna, you don't gotta go crazy on Peloton and stuff like that, but maybe I just, the weather starts to cool down. You can tell me what part of the country you live in. But maybe you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go for a walk every evening after work. Do some band work, right? Tom Brady and LeBron James, elasticity of the muscles. It's not all about the bulk, because then the muscles tear down. That's why you see as they're getting older, all these muscle-bound guys. You see The Rock, LL Cool J. If you're not staying on it, some of that muscle, right, can start to turn to fat, and you could have a lot of muscle tears. You get too thick and bulky. So you kind of want the flexibility of the muscles. That's what's kept LeBron James and Tom Brady playing so long. They stretch for an hour pregame and an hour postgame. Stretching is very important too. Go ahead.
Let's see. What? I can't scroll up. Okay. Trina T said, and Leo Saturn.
Okay, well, can't you scroll up? You can scroll up.
No.
Okay. So, Leo Saturn. Okay.
And
wait, so you got Saturn on the ascendant? So you might be shorter than average.
And then
how tall are you, Trina? Because the average height of a woman is 5'4.5". So you might be like right there, maybe 5'4", 5'3". Let me know. Saturn can make you shorter, but you could live a long life. You could be like Benjamin Button too. As you get older, you become more childlike, super like vibrating from your heart, more creative, like a big kid. When you were a little girl, you might have been very serious. You might have had a lot of beef with Mom Dukes. Saturn conjunct the moon on the ascendant in Leo. Mom might have been tough. Mama tough. Mom was like Popo, right? You couldn't sneak no boys around. Mom was like Popo. What you doing, Trina? Where you going, Trina? That skirt's too short, girl. Was Mom like Popo? Go ahead.
Where was I? Lobo said my Saturn return is coming up.
Okay, so listen, don't fear it. Saturn, Capricorn, stern grandma, Saturn, Aquarius, stern grandpa. All Saturn's asking for you to do, Lobo, is respond to your abilities, put discipline, organization, and structures in place, and put in the hard work. Okay? We got a couple more minutes. I just set the alarm early because it's a school night and I don't want the young fella. Can we rock for a couple of minutes? You okay?
Yeah, we just got to knock out these comments because we got a lot.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see.
And don't forget to send your boy some love, You can super chat your boy or the Cash App, $ T2UC. Even if you give a brother like $1 or $2, some love. Getting free knowledge.
Enchanting 133 said, hey.
Hey, Enchanting, how you doing? It's been a minute. Hope everything's going well. I got a guest. For you guys that came on a little bit later, I got a guest coming on Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Intergalactic healer, Miss Natalia Rose. Very, very amazing young lady who is very spiritual, does Reiki, yoga, very healing, good vibe. I've seen her chart. She's legit. So I want to bring her on for you guys. So tune in Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay, should be fun.
Enchanting said the truth is everything.
It is, and that's why I named my son the Truth. Did you know my wife and I didn't plan it? All the boys, 7 letters. William, Jackson, Mateus, all 7s. which matches my mother and my father, William and Cheryl, all 7s. I didn't plan that. That was God. He chose his own name. He kicked from the womb. We said other names, he didn't kick. And when we said Mateus, he kicked 3 different times. He confirmed it. And Mateus, comes from the Bible, right? Matthew. But Mateus, and sometimes the people call it Matthias or Matthias, right? It's an offering or gift to God. It's the meaning. That's my road dog right here. The Taylor twins. Don't be messing. He's a Cap rising with a Leo sun in 8th house. Don't mess with the Taylor twins, y'all. They're here. All right, go ahead.
Janet Jones did a cow emoji.
Mm-hmm. You better stock up on your moo.
What's it called?
Mm-hmm.
Uzi said, my entire household is pescatarian. It's been like that for over 15 years.
That's awesome, Uzi. Yeah, I like being a pescatarian. My wife and I, we tried the vegan for a bit. Then we went to vegetarian. And then, we were like, what are we going to do for Thanksgiving? And I grew up, up on Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, fishing and catching my own fish and eating a lot of seafood. And I was like, I want some scallops and some salmon. I love fish. And now I don't eat the scallop. Like I don't do shrimp and I don't do lobsters. I'm not judging anybody that does. I don't like that. Crab meat, it's got to be a certain way because I like crab meat like Heroes. Oh my God, this place called Grinders. I would get the crab meat subs. Oh my God. But scallops, clams, mussels, oysters, every fish. I used to catch bluefish and porgies, but I like salmon and whiting but I don't eat catfish. That they look, I can't get past the look. It's disgusting. But yeah, definitely a pescatarian. My wife found a new fish that was really good.
It's called like the winter fish or something.
Like the winter fish. Have y'all ever heard of that? I think that's what she said. Oh, she made it. And let me tell you, Sabale, my wife is like a gourmet chef. She gets busy in the kitchen. These boys, they don't even understand because when they get married, now they got to learn to cook for themselves. Men should be able to throw down too. I mean, some of the best chefs in the world are men, right? But I tell them, you want to learn how to cook good. I can cook a little something, but I've been through so much health stuff. I'm just, eventually I can hopefully get back to doing a little bit more cooking, the torn labrum in the shoulders and almost dying. That kind of threw your brother off for a minute. Not like I did much cooking before then, but like when wifey was working on weekends, daddy was pretty good, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so I'd be cooking for them and holding it down. I used to cook for my mom, while she could still eat food, and them. Daddy would throw it down a little bit, but go ahead, we'll catch up on the rest of the comments. But yeah, pescatarian is dope. I relate.
Janet said there's herbs that will get it out quick.
Yeah, go ahead, finish up.
Lobo said, quick question, since my Leo rising lands on the 29th degree.
Yes, I know. I was mentioning that before. What else did she add? What did they ask?
Degree. Does that make its cusp?
Well, so the cusp is mainly for the sun signs. I don't look at the cusp for the ascendants or Mercury or moon, but the 29th degree is a critical degree. 22nd degree is like fight or flight. 29th and 28th are pretty critical degrees. And so, when it's on the ascendant, it's also by the fixed royal star Regulus. So, you could have some fame in your future. There ain't no future in your front. So you're here to, you should email me. You should, get a chart reading. You really should. TaylorGcoach@gmail.com. But that is it could be a very powerful placement for you. The ascendant on the fixed royal star of Regulus. That's on the ascendant. Any of the angular houses, if you guys have planets in the 1st, 4th, 7th, or 10th, those are foundational houses. They're very important. Go watch my Exposing the 12 Houses series. Not too many people have viewed them and commented, but you guys go watch it. Look through my playlist, but learn about the houses, right? I put that in the email if I do a chart reading for you, because I explain it written, but the videos, it's very detailed what's in each house. The first house is not just your part of your personality, sun, moon, and rising, and your physical appearance, the vitality of your health, your outer mask. It's like, upper jaw. It's really upper jaw to the crown. It's not just the nose. The left eye is the 12th house. Right eye is the 2nd house. And I think it's reversed for women. And, each house is so layered, you guys. Astrology covers you from birth to marriage and then wrap around. Like the 3rd house, oh yeah, siblings, cousins, cars, social media, local community. But it's athletic ability, your skills, your self-efforts, your writing, your communications. It's also the adult relationship with your mother. So, the houses, it wraps around. It keeps going, right? Just like the 2nd house deals with the toddler energy, but it's your self-worth, value, survival, 5 senses, material items, but how you earn money and also how you save and invest. Okay. So, there's a lot of knowledge learning. So go watch that series. I might change the title of it, but I haven't yet because it just doesn't get that many views. And maybe it's because I need to put a different terminology. I don't know. But, I have certain series that get like my cuss videos. I'm like number 1 with the cuss for a lot of my cuss. Some of them got 7,000, 8,000 views, 3,000, 5,000. If you put it in there, I'm like one of the top astrologers for my cuss videos. Same with my midheaven. My north nodes are growing. I see the Pluto stuff's growing. But then there's certain stuff like my sun signs and my Mercury. They don't get watched that much because there's just so many people. And I get it, But it don't mean, if I knocked it out the water in my cusp and midheaven and this and that in videos, best believe I knocked it out the water in those other ones. So you got to go and watch it. You see, your boy's been putting in work. You could see almost your whole chart just through my channel. Now I'm starting to do the part of fortune. I'll get to Chiron and Juno. So I'm doing your Uranus, North Node, Mercury through the houses. I'm doing a lot at one time just because, I want to get stuff started so you guys can start to see stuff, But I'm still going to finish. Remember, I told you Pluto and Neptune, but I like to get those downloads from, Uranus, God, source energy. And because I'm doing I've done all the ones that everybody living is experiencing. But, I did Uranus, Gemini. I finished Uranus, but I got to do Neptune, Taurus. That's way in the future. Pluto, Taurus. Pluto, Taurus is 2098. You think I could just predict that? I got to meditate, pray on it, get those downloads, because I'm trying to be seen in the future, whether it's on Odyssey or YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I want my grandkids to be like, yo, my grandpa was right. He dropped it. Pluto, Taurus. You know what I'm saying? Forget hashtag New Earth. This is like New Earth, New Earth. I want his kids to be like, wow, grandpa was amazing, because that's who's going to be watching it, If I'm here for 100 years, that means I'm tapping out in 2070, Maybe if I'm blessed, 2071, but, I won't be here for Pluto Taurus. Unless they invent something to extend the life to 120, which I know they're working on, but that don't mean I'm going to have access to it. But I'm here for 3 digits. Believe that. Go ahead, finish this out.
I just watched your Uranus and the 6th house video.
Oh, thank you
for the wisdom.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that was a good one. That was I'm getting ready to record Uranus in the 7th tomorrow or Thursday. I'm so busy. I got clients and just things doing. But Yeah, yeah. And I recorded Black Moon Lives in the Fifth today. So that'll be coming out. Some interesting people have that. Rihanna, I think Marilyn Monroe, Heath Ledger, George Clooney, Harry Styles, who just won the MTV Album of the Year or whatever. I was watching that the other night, MTV Awards. I used to love that when I was in my 20s. Oh my God, like MTV. And it's so funny. I'll be 52 coming up soon in September. And it's like, I don't even turn on MTV anymore. Could care less. And it's not a knock, but I just, listen, I'm not biased, but I'm just saying. And I know, Evelyn, you can relate. Some of the OGs on here, maybe Steven, I don't know, maybe Danny. But music today, I can't touch what we grew up with. And, Madonna's still around, but she needs to get back to acting. She's done with the music. It's not good. But growing up, 70s baby, 80s and 90s, Michael Jackson, Prince, Madonna, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, George Michael, Paula Abdul, Lionel Richie. I mean, those were like icons. You know what I'm saying? Especially Michael, Prince, Madonna. You know what I'm saying? They just like shut it down. You know what I'm saying? Justin Timberlake, Chris Brown, Usher, they're not touching Michael. Miguel and some of these other cats, they're not touching Bruno Mars. They're not touching Prince. You understand what I'm saying? I like the young cat, the brown skin brother. He was singing. He had a dope album, won some awards. I forgot his name. He's dope because he plays all the instruments, real talented. He got busy at the Grammys. You guys know what I'm talking about? I forgot his name, but there's not that many dope artists. You got Beyonce, but her last album, she's busy copying Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B with that low vibration, all nasty, dirty talk sex. It's like, Beyonce, leave that for them, the young girls. You're a queen. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she don't have to go to that place. Beyonce, Lemonade was so dope. The Carter's album was so dope. Like, why? And then the last one with the whole stuff in Africa and all that stuff, that was so dope. But to go from all that to go to freaking, I was very disappointed in her new album. I think I like 2 songs at the most. The Virgo song, I like that because still don't always ride with Beyonce because she's a Virgo and she's dope. But that album was terrible. Okay. Last couple comments and then we go and bounce.
Yep.
Yeah. It's about that time. It's time for dinner.
Oh my gosh.
But,
we have
Okay.
We're not going to be able to finish all of this. Let's see. Enchanting 133 said, I have Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto all in Libra in the 2nd house.
Whoa. Mercury's gonna hit all that up.
Soul.
Maga Soul. Yeah, what's up, Maga? How
Capricorn, you doing? Ascendant, Sun, and Pisces moon.
Sun.
In Leo here.
A moon in Leo, okay. Capricorn Ascendant. So you got the Libra and the
Javanka, Manga.
Oh,
Manga.
Yeah.
Mangana?
Yeah, that's Joby. Yeah, okay. Hey, Joby.
Hi.
How you doing, lady?
And everyone.
Yeah, so go ahead, continue reading. But yeah, that's going to be a lot for you with the Mercury in the 10th house, retrograding back to your 9th. So it's like dealing with the father's teachings, career, and then your beliefs, philosophies. You're going to be reassessing, reanalyzing that stuff. Okay. Go ahead.
Tree T said, so interesting. I've been revisiting all of that. I've been getting back to the basics. Whoa.
That's good.
Are a seer.
Oh, all seer? A seer, yeah. No, I mean, you guys tell me a chart. I can visualize it and I see it and I know the energies, So thank you. And knowledge is love, right?
Yuzi said that Jupiter-Neptune Pisces conjunction was very peaceful.
Well, yeah, except for old boy coming on the train and doing the nitrogen gas and then shooting people. Thankfully, he didn't kill anybody.
Javanka Manga said, "What have I missed?"
Oh, girl, we're about to get off. You're gonna have to replay it and watch. You missed a lot. We're talking about the time, with the Libra retrograding. So you're going from September 9th, and then it will station direct. So basically it's going back to 24 degrees in Virgo, right? And it's going to be trining Pluto. So you're going to see a lot of stuff being revealed. Power structure, government systems, things about health, right? CDC, different things. And then, it's going to be hitting the opposition to Jupiter and Aries 3 different times. I think September 3rd, 12th, and maybe in October. But it's going to finish, Mercury and Libra will finish October 30th, right before Mercury Scorpio, Halloween, 0 degrees. So, that's going to be something. And then, of course, we got the eclipse on election day. And so we were just talking about the themes, and understand it's that, balance and harmony in relationships compared to the self-motivation and finding the true beliefs for self, that independent pioneer maverick Aries energy. So that opposition is going to happen 3 times. As it retrogrades back. I wouldn't really try to sign any contracts or big deals or whatever. If you have to, you have to. But between September 9th and I think really October 12th, it's in retrograde, we'll station to go direct, I think October 2nd. And then we'll get back into Libra, I think October 12th, and then it leaves Libra October 30th. I think I'm right on those dates. You could double check. But just basically that cycle, and Mercury retrogrades 3 to 4 times a year. So this is actually one of the better ones because of the opposition to Jupiter and Aries, but the trine. The trine will be the last, I think, 5 days of Virgo September, and then going into, and then, we got September 25th or 6th, the Libra new moon. Libra season is September, we start autumn, September 22nd. Venus will go into Libra into September. So this is a busy month. The week of like the 13th and the 19th, it's like quiet. There's nothing happening. But then it's going to pick back up again. So yeah, I'll post it on my IG. You guys should follow me, Untitled Astrology, the September astro weather calendar. And you could, go to planetarywatcher.com and bring that up. But this has been fun, you guys. Any last couple of comments you want to read? But yes, we got to get ready for school in the morning.
You are all in my history. She was real tough.
Oh yeah, I'm all up in your history. Yeah, she was tough. I know. But listen, you got Saturn moon on the ascendant. Come on. Mom was no joke. He wasn't wearing no short skirts, trying to be extra cute. Mom was like, girl, you better take that off. It wasn't happening.
Uzi said March 8th, 2023, Saturn will be at 0 degrees in Pisces in conjunction with Neptune in the 24th of Pisces.
Yeah, that conjunction is going to take a little while, though. The conjunction's got to be within like 5-10 degrees. So, but yeah, Saturn, that's what I'm saying. It must be the end of 2023 or 2024 by the time it will get, maybe even 2025 by the time they conjunct each other. Okay. But we'll see what Saturn and Pisces brings. We shall see. And then when it conjuncts Neptune, right now it's in retrograde, going back to like what, 24 degrees, 25 degrees? Where it's at now? Anything else?
Jennifer.
Jennifer Sweet?
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer Sweet.
I have 3 daughters, Chelsea, Kendra, and Chloe.
Chloe. Okay.
Chloe.
I didn't know you had three
They
girls.
are all beautiful inside and out.
Aw, Jennifer.
Um,
You didn't tell me you had three girls. That's dope.
Uzi said fried catfish is the best though. Grew up eating tilapia.
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 Yeah, tilapia is
and
very good. I can't mess with the
and caught
catfish. I'm sorry.
wild
Mama.
fish. Tariq's teriyaki
Yeah.
salmon was the best, hands down.
Oh yeah, teriyaki. Oh God, my wife, mate. Oh, my wife. Hopefully Sabali's cooking right now because I'm getting hungry. But yeah, my wife she puts like this golden glaze on the salmon. I'll be like, Whew. But yes, I love tilapia. I used to like to cook mahi mahi. When I used to work on the film sets, oh my God, Kevin Costner used to look, his film sets were crazy. And when I worked on Oz, oh my God, the chef there was really good. You eat well in the industry. I used to work on Welcome to New York on CBS with Sarah Gilbert and stuff. Me and Sarah Gilbert, both Sarah Gilbert have this. Our favorite Prince song is "Sometimes It Snows in April," so we had that in common. So we vibed off of that. Sometimes it snows in April. That's the Under the Cherry Moon soundtrack. If you know, you know. But yeah, Uzi, my mom liked the catfish, and my wife too. I just can't get past. I'm sorry, I can't. I cannot. It's just disgusting. That's that Virgo Mercury and Virgo Black Moon Lilith. I cannot get past just the texture, the look, the smell. Oh God, Uzi, I'm sorry. I guess fried it might taste better, but there's a lot of things that I have eaten recently, thanks to wifey, because she's a foodie that, she's Taurus rising. So she's a foodie and she can cook her butt off. But there's certain things, like she got me into avocado, okra, mushrooms. I used to not eat mushrooms. Wifey got me into that. Now I have mushroom burgers now. And we do the lettuce wrap, And if you're gonna do the other stuff, then like the faux meat, do the Beyond Burgers. Even though your boy Bill Gates owns both of them, the Impossible Burger has soy. That's not good for men or women. Definitely not for men. But the Beyond Burger is healthier. You know what I mean? But I'll still eat bison and regular meat every once in a blue moon. But yeah, I'm basically pescatarian. But I gotta go. This has been fun. Joby and everybody else that came on late. Jennifer Sweet, I miss you, girl. Jennifer, come on now. Come on. Saturday, September 17th, 1 p.m. Eastern, over Zoom, 90 minutes. You need to come to Coffee Talk. You and Irene got to stop playing. Danny and Hope and Janet, they all there. Stephen, last month was dope. We had a big crowd of people worldwide, from Washington and New Jersey to Ohio to freaking Saudi Arabia to Sweden to this place, that place. I mean, we was rocking, yo. We had a good time. Coffee Talk's fun. Once a month, and maybe, the 1 year anniversary in February, I might start rocking twice a month if people, are going to show up and really want to come. Because, it's so great to, meet you guys live, but looking at the charts and really talking and understanding how these placements manifest in your lives. And I teach a lesson, and then, we have an open forum and different, it was really dope. And this month, talking about love and relationships in the birth chart. So email me, taylor2coaching@gmail.com. I didn't know you had 3 daughters, Jennifer. That's dope. I got 4 sons. So, hey. But, that first granddaughter, ooh, Lord, I'm going to spoil her to death. Because my daughter was going to be half Beyonce, half Lauryn Hill, and a tomboy in the sports, playing sports, and giving boys hell. So that granddaughter, I'll just tell my future daughter-in-law, just bringing her grandpa. Thank you. I can't wait. Now, I'm not in any rush, but, I gotta, continue to progress and get healthy so I could, whatever. But do me a favor, please go and comment on the live after I post it in a minute. And even if you just say, great job, Eric, or thanks, or thumbs up, or a fire emoji, whatever, I really appreciate it. It helps in the algorithms. Also, share. And if you invite a guest to Coffee Talk, I'll probably knock off 50% for you. The OGs, you know your price. Everybody knew it's $15, cheaper than Dutch Boy and Starbucks, right? And come with your coffee, your tea, and 1 p.m. to 2:30 Eastern, rock with your boy. Learn about. So we'll be looking at Juno, Venus, Jupiter, seventh house, maybe twin flame energy with Vesta, maybe the sexual attraction with Mars. I'm going to break it down and show you chart examples. It's going to be fun. You can literally create the archetype of, your potential spouse and what type of energy you should be with. The Jupiter will show you even where you could potentially meet your husband, the theme, the events. And then if I'm doing a chart reading for you, I could look at the annual perfection or secondary progressions, and I could tell you literally when you could get married or when you could have kids. Jupiter is an indicator for a child too, for pregnancy. So holla at your boy. Don't forget, we got super chats. I mean, that's going to close when I get off, but any donations, Cash App, $ T2UC, I greatly appreciate it. Knowledge is love, giving you that free knowledge. I love y'all. I really enjoy spending time with you. I appreciate you. Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Jennifer, make sure you come. You missed the earlier. And same thing with you, Joby. I got a guest on, Miss Natalia Rose, really awesome young lady. She is her company is Intergalactic Healing or Intergalactic Healer, and she does Reiki. She does Reiki for your auras as well. She's a yoga teacher. I've seen the chart. She's legit and she's dope. And I'm gonna introduce her to you guys. So make sure you come Friday night to show her some love. All right. She's a nice young lady. She just finished her Saturn return a couple of years ago. So she's Pluto Scorpio generation. And I'm Pluto Virgo, so I gotta rock with that generation and help them. Okay, so this has been fun. Knowledge. Go back and rewind it, Jennifer and Joby, to the beginning. Catch my freestyle. It's kind of dope. Mercury in Libra, retrograding to Virgo, 24 degrees, and it's gonna hit Jupiter 3 times, opposition, and that trine will be 3 weeks. The last 5 days of September. First 10, 12 days of October, that trine to Mercury, to Virgo, to Pluto, Capricorn. It's going to be no joke. See what happens. Friday night, I got the guests. You want to say goodbye, Tay?
Mm-hmm. We got one last comment I'd like to do. Sabale Pure Face and Body said, woot woot, hello. I'll hope you are doing well.
All right, Sabale came on. Hope Sabale cooked a good dinner, because tailored to you astrology is hungry. And we got to meditate tonight. I love you guys. Stay on your highest vibration. Vibrate from your heart. Protect your energy. Don't let any energy vampires and people just soak up your energy. And be introspective during this retrograde season. How you doing with your relationships? How you doing with your health, your self-love? Those are the themes with Libra into Virgo. Okay? Is there fairness, harmony, peace, balance in your relationships? Jupiter and Aries saying, self-motivation, love thyself. What are your beliefs and your philosophies? Analyze, think about that stuff. Virgo, Mercury. Is you eating right? Money, power, respect. Is you living right? Okay? God bless. Peace. Episode 80. Right? Episode 80, knowledge. Knowledge is love. Gosh, can't believe I'm up to episode 80. And that's what 85 days in the hospital. Your boy's been putting in work. That's 3 months off. And it was like almost 3.5 months off, But you saw, if you guys go back and watch when I first came back, you could see I was struggling just to breathe. Go look at, was it Venus 5th house, Venus 6th house video? My first time back on, I think it was like December. I didn't get back to physical therapy till December 3rd. I came home November 20th. So my first couple of videos, and my computer was all jacked up while I was in the hospital. So I couldn't even do videos. I had to do all my videos live first till I was getting my computer fixed. See how your boy was, man. I was barely getting through those videos. Venus 6th, Venus 7th house, I think. I think my last video before I got sick and went to the hospital, besides when I announced that I had COVID, I think the last one might be Venus 4th or Venus 5th house. But yeah, since your boy's been back, I've been putting in work this, since December to now in September. What, 9.5, 10 months? I've been grinding. It's been a blessing. I love you guys. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And I thank you, Uzi, and all of you for your prayers, your uplifting, all of it. I don't take it lightly. I really don't. I'm a real cat. And I really, really appreciate you. Knowledge is love. Libra, Mercury. Go watch the Libra Mercury video. Let me know what you think of it. And yeah, go watch my little coffee talk video I just put up, so you know what's happening on September 17th. And you better come to Coffee Talk. Later. Bye, you guys. Say goodbye, Tay.
Bye.
Good night.